had really bad acne for 15 years and I cleared it naturally with food in 30 days. That being said, I wanted to share some of the really bad advice I was given over the years to clear my acne that actually ended up making it worse, because I feel like you might have heard these pieces of advice too. So let's discuss. Hi there, my name is Therese, and after 15 years of acne struggles, I finally cleared my skin naturally and created my acne clearing program, The Clear Code, to help you do the same. 9 years and thousands of clients later, I've made it my life's work to get you clear skin without harsh chemicals, pills, and or creams. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. The first piece of terrible advice that I received about natural acne clearing, was that topicals would fix the problem. It was always like, oh, try this new thing. I mean, we're talking every Proactive, every benzoyl peroxide, every retin-A, every different gel, adapalene, clindamycin, clean and clear, Neutrogena, tretinoin, retin-A micro. Did I already say those? I was constantly told that I needed to buy different skincare routines, and or if I just had the right routine, my skin would be better. Does that sound familiar to you? This didn't work. Now I know why, but this didn't work long term. What would always happen it would clear my skin for 3 to 6 to even 12 months, and then my acne would come back. So everything would look great for a hot second. I'd feel relief. I'd be like, oh, we've finally done it. And then it would slowly start to creep back in, specifically along my jawline and my chin. Here's why this happened. Now I know this. When we have acne, we have 4 conditions at our pore that are causing the acne, okay? We have too many skin cells, too much oil at the pore, skin cells don't slough off the way they should, and then P. acnes gets into the pore and causes a breakout to form. That's what's causing our acne in the first place, right? And all of those topical products that I just mentioned only address one of the factors in that 4-factor acne clearing process, right? It only addresses skin cell turnover, for example. A lot of the products that I just mentioned will address that. So tretinoin, for example, retin-A micro, those, or any type of chemical exfoliants, for example, those all address the skin cell turnover problem, right? They address the challenges at the pore level in terms of just having too many skin cells, just kind of clogging the pore. But what about having too many skin cells at the pore to start? What about having too much oil? It doesn't address those issues. Now, other products will address oil, for example. So you can have really drying products like a toner or a cleanser, or you can have products that target the bacteria. So like a salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, any type of clindamycin, like a topical antibiotic, for example, will address the bacteria at the pore. But then what do you do about the other 3 conditions, right? So that was always happening. I just didn't know it. Oh, and then another annoying thing that would happen would be that I would use a new formulation of like bacteria stuff to support the killing of the bacteria, but then the bacteria in my skin would become resistant to the antibiotic. And so the antibacterials would work again for 3 to 6 months, and then they would stop, and I would be devastated. The second piece of acne advice that I thought was going to help was that doxycycline was going to clear my acne, or minocycline, or any type of oral antibiotic. That was supposed to be like the cure-all, right? I took those drugs for a long time, let me tell you. And let me tell you, I was constipated for a long time. There is a theory called the gut-skin axis, and it was postulated by 2 doctors, John H. Stokes and Donald M. Pillsbury. And basically they stated and or theorized that what happens in your gut shows up in your skin. It was their philosophy that if and when you introduced live bacterial cultures, Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus acidophilus, to someone struggling with acne, they may in fact see an improvement in their skin, because what happens in your gut shows up in your skin, hence the gut-skin axis, right? So that was their theory. And when they did this, when they performed this experiment, all of their patients, their skin improved. Mind blown. And when I learned about this study and when I started to go down this rabbit hole of gut health and your skin and how they're linked, it was this whole thing, because there are so many things. I'm sure you know this if you're finding this video by now, but there are such huge links between our gut health and the rest of our body. Over 70% of our serotonin is created in our gut, for example, so our happy hormones. We have so many other things that impact our gut that also impact our skin, and so many other links between our gut health and our skin. We have 3 pounds of bacteria from here to the other end, and some of it's opportunistic, bad bacteria, some of it's beneficial bacteria, good bacteria. And what doxycycline did, unfortunately, was sure, it got rid of bad bacteria in my gut health and then improved conditions temporarily, but it negatively impacted my gut microbiome. I had candida infections often, like yeast infections way more often, and I was chronically constipated for like the next decade. Oh, the third piece of acne advice. Oh, be still, my soul. And this is you. I can almost guarantee it's you. This was that the birth control pill would fix my acne. Here's the thing. The birth control pill will temporarily impact your acne. It will artificially and or temporarily lower androgen levels, which can lead to clearer skin. That is what happened, right? When I tried, orthotricycline low estrogen. I definitely tried at least 4. The problem with the birth control pill for me was that it made me feel crazy. Either I would gain a ton of weight or lose a ton of weight, or for one of them, for Yasmin, got huge, which sounds fun, but no, we're good the way we are, folks. Didn't need an increase there. It just felt weird. Honestly, more than anything, I was just like, what is going on? Honestly, so all of the, even like weight gain and body changes aside, the mental health aspect was huge for me. I really didn't like the way the birth control pill made me feel, but it always did clear my skin. So that being said though, I was on and off it for years, maybe 5 to 10 years over time periods, right? I would stop, I'd be like, screw this. Then my skin would get worse. I would maybe hold out for like a year or 2, and then I would go back on. That being said, the birth control pill left me with more problems than I started. Because not only after coming off the pill did I have acne again, but now I was struggling with gut health challenges because being on the birth control pill can lead to nutritional deficiencies as a result of gut dysbiosis, leaky gut. It can lead to challenges in terms of vitamin and mineral absorption. You also can be chronically low in vitamin A, zinc, B vitamins, magnesium after coming off the pill. And all of those vitamins and minerals are necessary for clear skin and low inflammation levels. So here I started the pill for acne, and then I come off, and now I have acne, I'm constipated, and other things aren't great. The next piece of acne advice that I was told was going to clear my skin was that you could apply tea tree oil directly and it would be fine and it would clear your acne. My poor mom brought home tea tree oil, bless her. She was like on the right path. She wanted to help me clear my skin holistically, but tea tree oil, number one, and when it's not like diluted, it's very concentrated. Number one. Number two, which can burn your skin. Learned that one the hard way. And it also is like gently antibacterial, antifungal. If you have a full face of acne, applying tea tree oil is not gonna fix it. More than anything, deep in my soul, I hated the way tea tree oil smelled. We're talking application gag. Application equals gag for me. I would put it on my face. I hated it so much. And it didn't work. Nothing topically ever worked because the issue was internal. Which leads me to the final piece of acne advice that ruined my skin. And that was that my diet didn't impact my skin. Over my 15 years with acne, I definitely went to the dermatologist at least once a year, right? And every time I went, I would say to them, do you think that what I'm eating or my blood sugar management issues, my crazy sweet tooth, my chronic constipation, do you think those could be linked to my acne? Just throwing it out there. And every time the dermatologist or the doctor would be like, no, stop. No, it's been proven. It's not true. And every time I would take their word for it because they were the doctors. But every time I would always come back to this idea of like, well, wait, what I'm eating impacts my heart, my brain, my eyeballs, my hair, my nails. How does what I'm eating not also impact the largest organ in my body, which is my skin? Like, how is that? Is that real? And it turns out they're wrong. And if you think about it, right, we go back to those 4 conditions at the pore that I talked about at the beginning, which are too many skin cells, too much oil, skin cells don't slough off, and then P. acnes gets in. Of course, what you eat impacts those conditions at your pore. And the primary way what you eat impacts those conditions at the pore are number 1, blood sugar management challenges. If you have chronically elevated levels of blood glucose or insulin growth factor 1, that leads to having too many skin cells at your pore. If you have chronically mismanaged hormone levels, I don't know why I said that so weird. Hormone levels, okay? So you have high testosterone, high estrogen, high progesterone, or you have high adrenaline, high cortisol, high epinephrine. You may be struggling with excess levels of sebum, excess oil levels. And or let's say you're struggling with nutritional deficiencies, gut health challenges. So you have low levels of vitamin A, zinc, magnesium, B vitamins, all of which help to fight infections, right? They're anti-inflammatory, they're needed for a healthy body. If you have low levels of those, you can't fight off infections at the pore level as easily. So like ding, 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 clearly what you eat impacts your acne. Now, that being said, I would love to know what pieces of advice you've heard about your acne that have maybe negatively led you down the wrong path. Not to be negative, but just to hear. One thing I hear often, I remember people would ask me if I changed my pillowcase a lot, and I was like, please don't ask me that again. Or they would ask me if I washed my face, and I'd say in my mind, please don't ask me that again. Or what else would they ask? I think a lot of two common questions, it would be like, oh, have you tried Proactive, or have you tried? Like, I got a lot of unsolicited advice from people that I did not want. And that was always really frustrating. So that being said, if that's you and you've been struggling with your acne for a while and you really want to clear it naturally, you've kind of explored every option, Accutane, the birth control pill, spironolactone, and you're at this point where you just refuse to go back on any of those and you really want to start to clear your acne from the inside out, apply to my natural acne clearing program, the Clear Code, via the link below. We will go through your root acne triggers, define them very clearly for you, define an action plan to start to clear your acne naturally week over week, and then we create your Clear Code, which becomes your clear skin lifestyle plan, really designed to keep your skin clear beyond the program. You don't need a detox or like a quick fix anymore. You need something that you can sustain for life that not only clears your skin, but helps you feel better. So if you're interested in learning more about the Clear Code, apply via the link below. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new one. And if you have a friend, mother, brother, sister, person, all the peoples, who is struggling with acne and you know they want some support around it and think this video might help them, please send this over to them. I would love to be this like spark in the darkness for them about their skin to see if I can help them clear their acne naturally. So see you in the next video.